Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
1,003 games, 793 goals, 7 Ballon d'Ors, and now 1 World Cup. Lionel Messi is the undisputed GOAT.
Hang on. You can't intro the pod like that as a Ronaldo fan. We're not letting that happen.
Well, hang on.
Welcome back to Pitch Side.
Well, why you got to shoot me down like that, man?
Well, I'm just putting you in your place. You know, you got to sit in your corner. As Messi fans over this side of the table.
No, you can't switch teams halfway through when he wins. You're a glory fan.
You got to back the horse before the race starts, mate.
I've been backing him for time.
You can't see the truth.
No.
Let me get this straight. What you're saying here is that someone cannot change their opinion.
Not because
that's exactly what you're saying.
Not
That's
because
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. Not because
it changed everything. It changed everything.
No.
It should have taken a World Cup for you to realise the truth.
Exactly. That's.
Now, hang on a minute. You're fucking going at me. These are two of the greatest players ever to live in football.
Don't say two.
No, they are. No, they are two of the greatest players ever to live in football.
He's remarkably clear, though, isn't he?
That's what
I just said.
He's far clear now.
No, but he was always remarkably clear. It doesn't take.
You just come at me for no fucking reason. That was a cool intro.
No, you're trying to swap teams after
I'm not swapping teams.
You've been a glory fan.
Yeah. I'm not swapping teams.
Yeah.
So, all right, so you want me to sit here and say fucking Ronaldo's the GOAT?
You should have just known that. You should have known that Messi was the GOAT before this.
Yeah, you should have known that.
Are you fucking dumb right now?
You should.
You're so disrespectful, you know.
No,
both of you are so disrespectful.
No. It's more disrespectful to be a Ronaldo fan in an era where Messi is considerably the greatest player of all time.
Also, what's so wrong about being a Ronaldo fan? Like, I've never once said that Messi's like not good. I've always said they are just two of the clearest footballers ever to live.
That's fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just come at me.
We should mention as well that we are currently watching the live ceremony where the World Cup is about to be lifted by the greatest player of all time.
And also, we have just witnessed one of...
Go.
Oh, look at that. We have just witnessed as well a man...
The greatest.
...has just scored a hat-trick in a World Cup final and scored his penalty for his country and lost.
Yeah.
That's an L.
Yeah.
Big fucking L.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I thought you were going to say the greatest final
Sucks for Messi, though, isn't it? Because he's about to get fired.
Yeah. No longer playing for PSG.
Contract ripped up.
Yeah, guys, I'm not even joking. That was the greatest game of football I think I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah. 100%.
And it's not just the fact of what happened in the game, it's the fact that it happened in a World Cup final.
Oh, yeah. Mate, you couldn't even scripted it better.
Over 4 billion live viewers, apparently.
God, crazy.
Welcome back to the show, Booth. Sorry, mate.
That's right now. Good to see you, lads.
Late intro for the boy.
And also, can we just say, as the referees get their medals, I thought was absolutely spot on today.
Spot on. Perfect.
After how shit the referees have been this tournament, they picked the right one for the final, didn't they? He played it so perfectly.
Kalinovic too, right? That's what we said.
Yeah. He did look like he's jacked as well. He's got big, broad shoulders.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
muscular man. I still find it so weird that Infantino just wears trainers everywhere. Gives me an ick. Anyways, Booth, what was your thoughts on the final?
Yeah, it's probably the best World Cup final of my lifetime. I think that's easy for all of us to say around the table. Yeah. It might be the greatest of all time. Obviously, some from the 70s, 60s, high-scoring ones, maybe lesser quality and old school football. But in modern era, it's probably top 10 games of football I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I agree. I fully
and
agree.
we're neutral. I don't want France to do well or Argentina, but if one of them has to do it, obviously Messi winning it as well. To see an icon. My parents' generation, Michael Jordan, for example, they saw him become transcendent as a sportsman. Messi, I've seen that now, on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
He is the greatest footballer of all time, one of the most decorated of all time. Yeah. A World Cup is just so good for his legacy.
It cements his place in history.
It's also the perfect World Cup, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
For him.
Yeah.
It was the last song, it's the final dance, wasn't it? It's almost too good to be true.
Yeah.
Well, written in the stars.
The sort of review of his tournament performance beforehand, and like the whole backstory of Leo Messi, etc. The whole what do they call it?
Sorry, they've had a stinker here.
Why?
The award, it says FIFA Young Player of the Year, FIFA Young Player of the Tournament award, and the referees are posing in front of it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they
cut to an aerial shot where you couldn't read it anymore.
Yeah,
they've screwed it.
Guys,
someone on the lights or
Messi. How many goals? 7 goals, 8 assists.
7 goals, 3 or 4 assists. I think 4 assists.
Yeah, 8, not quite the 8 assists. Then.
Yeah,
but for him to do that from such a deep position on the pitch, coming short for the ball, carrying it.
Enzo won Young Player of the tournament.
Yeah.
I think we're going to just be discussing Enzo later on in this podcast, but he's got such a bright future. And you know what I'm really happy about this not only was it one of the greatest games I've ever witnessed, it lived up to the Messi versus Mbappe face-off, which everyone was excited for. Because how often do you watch these matches where, you know, a lot of the big names that, you know, it doesn't live up to the expectation that you want going into the game. And they exceeded everything.
100%. Yeah.
It was their show, really, wasn't it?
Mbappe's balls for them 2 penalties. Yeah. And not only that, his volley to level it for France.
What did you say before?
It was the hardest hit strike in the whole tournament.
Yeah.
He's just...
And to get it on target low, it was impossible to save for Martinez.
Including Messi, every player on the pitch takes that ball down. He's the only player on the pitch to hit that on the first time and have the confidence to do that.
Yeah.
But do you reckon he does that if he doesn't score the first penalty?
Yeah.
Do you think?
I think he just backs himself so much.
He's like that as a player.
Yeah. It's that arrogance and that confidence you need to propel you to another level. And here Martinez is winning Golden Glove.
Yeah.
Martinez again. You know what? As much as Mbappe leveling the game for France, Martinez won the game for Argentina.
The final save.
The final save in the final minute of the game, let alone the save in the penalty shootout. But who was it against?
Colomboigny.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. We have witnessed... It's quite hard to comprehend what we've witnessed, by the way.
It's going to take a few days to process because there's actually... In terms of World Cup final content, there was so much in that game that's happened compared to previous years that people are going to dissect this for the next,
Leno
2 months, 3 months.
has enabled Argentina to win a World Cup and Martinez to win a Golden Glove. He deserves every bit of praise, that guy.
Absolutely.
He is sensational. Do you think did Villa let him go in the summer? I
don't know if he can get to a bigger club than Villa. I mean, maybe a club in Spain or something like that, but he's at a good club with Villa. Yeah. I think it's one of them.
And you can tell they're at least proposing the idea of a project by bringing in Emery as well.
Yeah, that's a great addition.
There's a future there at the club, so I think
100 million %. Yeah.
Do you think United sign him?
I don't know. You never know with the World Cup. It always adds, lots of interest to you as a player. Do you know what I mean? So you never know.
They're interested in Diogo Costa, though, aren't they? The Portuguese goalie. So
yeah. Well, Mbappe won the Golden Boot.
Yeah.
It must be such conflicting emotions, right, for him.
He's already won one. I don't care.
Yeah, he's got a World Cup. He's got one.
Giroud's already won one. Deschamps already won 2.
He's 23 years old. He's got 12 World Cup goals in 14 games.
Yeah.
6th highest in the all-time World Cup scorers.
Yeah.
First hat-trick in a men's World Cup final since Sir Geoff Hurst. And he's 23.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying...
The ceiling is... there is no ceiling.
Yeah. But we're seeing the ceiling, right? This is the peak of football. And this is what he can do. He looks so dejected. But I think in terms of... oh my God, it's broken! The Golden Boot trophy just broke.
Wait, what do you mean?
The boot swiveled off the... You saw that, right, Lewis?
I don't know if it looked weird the way he was holding it or something, but...
It twists.
Yeah, it's twisted.
All right, anyway. I think just generally for football, Messi winning it is...
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cemented.
It's better, right? It's cemented as the greatest of all time.
Yeah. I mean, Mbappe might go on to win another couple, but Messi will never win another
World Cup.
Well, you never know, do you?
Yeah,
exactly. It's always going to be favourite.
International tournaments, for sure, but...
That generation, Tchouaméni coming through, Camavinga
was so good when he came on.
Upamecano was fantastic.
Golden ball for Messi then.
Player of the tournament, Lionel Messi.
Yeah, he was exceptional.
But it's nuts, because he not only won a World Cup, but he was the most quintessential in winning the World Cup for his team.
Yeah. The most influential player in that team.
He won himself a World Cup.
Just going back, I can't believe that they've given out one of the most important trophies of all time, a World Cup Golden Boot, and it's broke as he's gone to the podium to pose.
I reckon someone broke it backstage and just panicked, trying to sellotape it on quickly.
They dropped it behind.
Like, shit.
Oh my word.
Oh, he looks so happy, Lionel Messi.
Oh, that's the photo!
There it is! Holding the other one as well. Amazing, man.
But surely all the Qataris are loving this as well, right? Because he's at PSG.
Yeah, so it's a line.
This is mutually beneficial for everyone. They are loving this.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow. Fair play. I mean, we did discuss this before the final began, and we were saying how many goals would each player have to score to try or would determine winning the Golden Ball. And we actually said on stream, before stream, what happens if Mbappe gets 3 goals and Messi gets 2, but they win the World Cup? And you went, he gets the Golden Ball, and indeed,
100%.
Yeah, it's
100%.
very results orientated, though, isn't it?
World Cup.
It is.
It's felt so weird being in the winter, and it's almost not felt like a World Cup at some times.
No.
But the football we have been allowed to watch, it's been unreal.
It's been good. I wouldn't say it's unreal. It's been good.
Do you think?
It's been good, yeah.
Look at that. Mbappe. Oh, he's
waiting.
Oh, no. Enzo, run. Get in the photo quick with everyone. But doesn't that just show you how good Mbappe is?
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think there's any denial of his talent or ability.
It's just it's absolutely sensational, isn't it?
He scored 3 today, and I'd say obviously 2 are penalties. He's had an impact on the game. There's still a gap for me of that sheer quality, the electrifying quality of Henry, of R9.
His volley shows that, though.
Yeah, that was a beautiful moment. I'm not saying that. And his numbers are incredible, but I still don't have fear against him as if I was Man City against PSG.
I completely disagree. I think every defender in the world,
I don't know.
fears killing Mbappe.
I'm kind of neutral in this scenario because I agree with Boovy in the sense that we said up until he scored that penalty, we said he's ghosted the entire game. And then he came alive and produced 3 magical moments.
Messi does that all the time. Ronaldo does that all the time.
But Messi links things up.
Messi constructs play even when he's not actually fully involved.
He walks around for half the game and then he's burst into life like that.
Yeah, he links play up so well.
Yeah.
I feel like Mbappe just needs a moment by himself, and Messi can link other people in.
Yeah, but again, I'm entirely on your point as well that he is so world class that it only takes a moment for him to produce something magic.
Yeah,
because he's that good.
Yeah,
like there's not many other players in the world that would be able to produce that clutch volley like that. Probably nobody ever. Like you said, I don't think every person brings it down.
100%.
He's the only person in the world that probably hits that first time.
Yeah.
Because you have to have that kind of ego to know that you're that good and do it.